Bruce Jenner, Justin Bieber, Harrison Ford and the economics of the Celeb autograph market. Bruce Jenner is trending but not always selling. Justin Bieber is huge if the cause is right. Harrison Ford is just plain hard to get. If ever there was a volatile market, it's celebrity memorabilia. Some days you're hot, as Jenner Wheaties boxes reportedly were in the wake of the Diane Sawyer interview about his gender transition. Some days you're cold, as a signed football by Chicago Bears quarterback Jay Cutler was at a Chicago auction this spring. And some days you're just, well, you don't know what you are. Sure, maybe a seller thought he or she could move a Miley Cyrus autographed color print for $500 on eBay, but the listing closed with no takers. Then there's Justin Bieber. The pop idol may be years past his last album, if not his last positive headline, but a pair of his gently worn and signed Nike sneakers scored $50,000 in an eBay-hosted auction in February. Then again, Bieber wasn't the only draw. The sale benefited a non-profit food bank in Bieber's native Ontario, Canada. As for Jenner, the iconic Jenner cereal box, as featured on the Sawyer TV special, apparently did bring in some money for eBay sellers. The $177.50 winning bid in one instance, the $125.99 in another. But other Jenner memorabilia posted on the auction site post-interview either sold at modest prices, $13.49 for one signed print or didn't move at all. An apparently autographed napkin or piece of paper billed as among the last original autographs from Bruce Jenner, as a man failed to score an opening bid of $150. The thing about the $1 billion celebrity memorabilia market is that it hinges on celebrity, and celebrity can be volatile, too. Here today, forgotten tomorrow. Very few people withstand the test of time, says Joe Medina, president and CEO of Profiles in History, a California-based auction house and memorabilia dealer. There are very few Marilyn Monroes. Monroe's brand is such that a dress worn by the late actress in The 7-Year Itch, the famous white one that meets a subway draft, sold for more than $5 million at a Profiles in History run auction of Debbie Reynolds's private collection. Among living Hollywood stars, the Robert Downey Jr. signature on an Iron Man picture could nab $200 to $300, Medina estimates. The Brad Pitt autographed 8x10 glossy could go for about the same. Major movie stars and major rock stars fetch more than anybody, Medina says. TV stars can make up ground by going in on something together. A script signed by the cast of The Walking Dead, for instance, may bring a couple $1,000, Medina estimates. As far as a driver of value goes, perhaps nothing beats scarcity. Whereas an autograph from James Bond star Sean Connery could hit the lofty $200 to $300 mark because Connery hasn't been on the autograph circuit, Medina says, one from fellow 007 Roger Moore probably would net $75, in part because Moore has been doing shows. Then there's the case of the box office king of Star Wars and Indiana Jones fame. Harrison Ford may be the toughest living member of the Star Wars trilogy to get an autograph from, Medina says. He was never a signer. Because of this, rare and real Ford autographs could nab as much as $500, Medina thinks. In the Star Wars autograph universe, Ford's low profile is contrasted with the relative accessibility of co-stars Mark Hamill and Carrie Fisher. At the recent Star Wars Celebration convention in Anaheim, California, Hamill and Fisher both attended, and both signed autographs. Hamill charged $125 for his, Fisher $70 for hers. John Boyega, who stars in the upcoming Star Wars, The Force Awakens, told Celebration fans that he bought a super-sized action figure of Han Solo in a stormtrooper gear and asked Ford to sign it once filming ending. "I'll do it," Boyega said, imitating a rough-sounding Ford, but this weird. Though their signatures' values may not match Ford, Hamill, and Fisher's autographs have nothing to be ashamed of. Even $70 per scribble is a lot. At the Wizard World Comic Con in Minneapolis last weekend, nearly all of the celebrity signers will be selling their autographs for $40 to $50. Only the X-Files' Gilly and Anderson announced the rate that topped Hamill and Fisher's, $80 per personalized autograph. Anderson was to charge $60 for a non-personalized autograph, per the con's website. In long run, Hamill's and Fisher's autographs may take their place in history alongside Ford's. Todd Mueller of Todd Mueller Autographs says he thinks the modern-day celeb autographs that will remain valued over time are the ones from the people who make the movies that people will talk about 100 years from now. His guess is that means, among select others, the stars of the Harry Potter and Star Wars movies. Nathan Ropp, vice president of the Rock Collection, a Pennsylvania-based dealer of historical signatures and documents of the presidential and world leader kind, reminds that the most recognizable names to collectors have legacies that outlast their times. 50 years from now will be people emotional enough about Justin Bieber to want to pay $100,000. We don't know, Ropp says. I have my suspicions. This is not a knock on Bieber. The entertainment industry is much more susceptible to fads, Ropp says. Abraham Lincoln is not going to wax and wane.